So most of you guys don't understand what a paradigm or your frequency level is at, or what a frequency is. I'm going to explain it in this video. So first off, let's say this is you, right? You're this regular person, right? This around you is what we call an energy frequency. You have energy around you, right? So this is you. Around you is energy. So under a specific lens in a camera, and you turn off all the lights, it shows your energy. Everybody's made up of energy. You have a soul and energy, right? This is your energy. That's energy. Now, if we want to take this energy to make it a higher frequency, right? You might be asking yourself, Grant, what's a higher frequency? A higher frequency is just basically you being more positive or negative as a human being. You have to upgrade yourself on a frequency level. So, right here, right? This is a frequency level. Frequency. Now, you could either be up here on your frequency or down here on your frequency. At the end of the day, you choose at the end of the day, are you going to be a negative frequency? I'll put NF for negative frequency, and then a positive frequency. You have PF. So, you have a negative frequency or a positive frequency. Your goal as the person is to be at the positive frequency. You always want to be up here, never down here. Think about it. If you go on a downtrend, look what happens. You get low results. If you're on a high trend, look what happens. You get high results. So your goal always should be in a positive frequency. Now you might be asking, how do I get to a positive frequency? Now, if we talk about in the mind, pretend this is your mind, right? This is your brain, your mind. You have two different types of minds. You have the subconscious mind and you have the conscious mind. So conscious mind and subconscious mind. So, your subconscious mind never goes to sleep. Your conscious mind goes to sleep when you go to sleep. The difference between the subconscious mind is cannot reject information. It always takes information in. So, you can't reject information on your subconscious mind. It's just physically impossible and mentally impossible. So, that's why I talk about positivity should always be directed to your subconscious mind. No negativity. I don't care if your friends are joking with you, cut that shit out. Because your subconscious mind can't take a joke from reality. So, your goal is always to have a subconscious mind. Or always to have a positive frequency on your subconscious mind. So, always tell yourself positive things, never be negative in the mind. The music you listen to, this is for another thing too, your frequency level. You want to have a high frequency like this. Not a low frequency like this. You always want this, not this. The difference between this and this is when you're up here, you're positive. When you're down here, you're negative. You see the difference here? The difference between you and being successful and not being successful is this right here. This is right here is the point of no return. Either you're going to be up here having everything you want, or you're going to be down here not having everything you want. This is why it's so important to put a high frequency, also positive frequency. So you want to have a high frequency. We'll put AF for high frequency, and then low F for low frequency. Never be down here. In that mind of yours right there, always attract positive things. And the only way to attract positive things is by going for things you thought are literally impossible. In reality, it's the possibility. Turn the impossible into a possibility. So, this is your mind. Never think down here. Always think on a positive scale. If you think on a positive scale, you'll have everything you want. But it all starts in the subconscious mind and the conscious mind. Your imagination is endless. You can do anything you want with your imagination. But it's your job at the end of the day to make it happen. Now, I'm not just saying imagine it. Now take action upon the imagination. This is why you have to imagine the things you want. If you imagine the things you want, you'll have them. And that means take action also. So imagination and action are basically the same thing. You take action in your imagination and you take action in real life. So, side note of this. take action, but also take action in the imagination. That's what creates the conscious mind to make the subconscious mind make it a reality. You, as the person, can make that car you want. Whatever, we'll put this as a car. It's like a terrible car, but it works. That car you want right here, you can't get if you're down here. That car you want, you can't be on that. If you want that sports car, that Ferrari, that Lambo, that Corvette, that Bugatti you want, you have to be up here. You can't be at this low frequency. That's what's going to cause you not to have the things you want. Then you're going to turn this frown from up to down when you're in a low frequency. That's why being in a positive frequency always helps you overcome challenges in your life. So, main goal here is be in the positive frequency. Now you might be asking, what can I do to help myself get into a positive frequency? Cut out negative shit. Cut out people that are negative towards you, or you're negative towards other people. Two things right there. You need to cut out negative people. Cut out negative people. Only have positive people in your circle. Positive people. So, you have a decision at the end of the day to either put positive people in your life or keep negative people in your life. You might have friends in high school that might be talking shit, right? Don't join them. If you join them, then you become that negative person also. It's like the saying, the 5 people you hang around, you become the 6. If you hang around 5 negative people, you become the 6th negative person. So, your goal is to go from here to here. Positive scale. Goes to positive instead of negative. If you do that, you'll have everything you want. That car, that house you want. Everything you want starts with this. Your frequency. You can attract bad things if you let it happen. You can cut that off by telling people to cut that shit out. Or I'm not. Like, literally, you have to cut these people off. That's the best thing I tell you is cut these people off. And another thing you have to do, the music you listen to. Let me get rid of this real quick. So, y'all probably got that down already, but so, music. The music you listen to will dictate how successful you will be. If you listen to depressing music, right? Depressing music. Your frequency level is going to be down here. That low frequency. But if you listen to positive music, your frequency is going to be up here. I'll show you. Watch this. Positive. Well, free. So, positive frequency. Look at the difference. Your frequency just went up 10 notches. So you're at a higher frequency. The higher the frequency you are, the more you attract. Now let me ask you, have you ever had that thought of when you thought of somebody they called? That happened to me before. It happened to me a million times. Because you are on the same frequency as them. Y'all connected in the mind. You got to understand the universe is so crazy on how it works. You and that person connect on a frequency. You call people on a frequency. You are calling them. When you're texting them, you're on their frequency. You have to be on a frequency and call them. You can't go on an FM radio to get AM radio. You have to be on the AM frequency in order to get the AM results. Or to get the AM music, basically. So, positive frequency. Always be on a positive frequency. Never be on a negative frequency with music, people, and things. That's the motto. It's literally that is it. Probably got this down. So, now we have to understand your paradigm is going up more. The reason why I say the paradigm is going up more is because you're thinking on a positive scale. For me, I'm already thinking I'm a multimillionaire in my mind. And in reality, you act like the millionaire you want to become. So I act like Millionaire Grant. So I do so much research to become Millionaire Grant. And this is why I'm teaching you guys this stuff. Because I'm already doing what I want to do. Because I'm Millionaire Grant already. That's the reality you have to lead. So paradigm. Reality. Now, you might be asking yourself, how do I create that paradigm I want and create the reality? So, you have to start in here. I'm going to bring this back up. Conscious mind, subconscious mind. Two different minds. This doesn't stop thinking. Does not stop. Does not stop thinking. This does when you go to sleep. Does stop. So, you have two options here. When you track things, right? Do you only take in positive information or are you taking negative information? If you take a slight bit of negative information, it's going to bring you down to a lower frequency little by little. You just don't know it yet until it happens. And then when you're why in the position you are right now is because the frequency you're at. That's why I'm always at this high frequency. I'm at that high frequency. HF for high frequency. So, like I said, paradigms equal reality. Change your paradigm by changing you. And then the way you change yourself, listen to positive things, go to the gym, get in shape, do what you do. This is how you become successful. This is how you get the dream body you want too. So, that brings me to another point. Most of you guys probably don't understand this because you guys are on a low frequency. If you're on a high frequency, all high frequency people think alike. Low frequency people think alike. If you're negative and you have negative people around you, y'all thinking the same thing. Oh, this dude shit or something like that. You might be talking shit, right? Y'all thinking the same thing. But high frequency people think the same way. But in a positive manner instead of a negative manner. So, like I said, let's say this is you. Again, so you have energy. This is the key thing. Write this down if you haven't wrote this down stuff yet. Make sure to go back and write this down. This stuff is very important. This guy, let's say this is me, okay? I'm at a high frequency, and the reason why I'm at a high frequency is because I only think of positive thoughts. And if anybody's negative around me, I tell them to shut the fuck up. Literally that simple. Because I don't deal with negativity. That's not my thought process no more. I used to think negative, but now I don't. I don't have a thought process of negativity. I only think positivity. So, let's say this is Grant, right? We'll call him, for this case, we'll call him John. We'll just call him John. We have John here, right? Who's going to be more successful in life? The person thinks positive or the person thinks negative? I think the person that thinks positive. You all agree? So, let's say if John was thinking at a negative frequency, right? John was negative. I want y'all to know this, right? If you think negative, if y'all think negative, you'll see what happens. Watch. So, let's say John's at a negative frequency, right? Or negative thinking. Basically the same thing, but. So, say John here is at a negative frequency. What happens is, if he's at a low frequency, what's his mood going to be? Sad and angry. You're going to be sad, angry. The only two moods you're going to get in life is sad and angry. There's nothing else. So, sad and angry. This is what you get with negativity. Negativity is similar to sad and angry. So, you have John's mood here. That is just negative, right? Now, think of it as if you were sad and angry, right? Would you be wanting to do stuff? Would you want to be conquering things? Would you want the car you want? Would you want the house you want? Would you want the things you want? Because you're sad and angry? No, you'll be depressed. If you're depressed, you're not making progress. The key to depression is progress or progression. The key to depression is progression. So, now let's take for instance John, right? Let's say John is just fat, like fat as hell. Okay? Big belly. Big belly here. We got big belly John here. And John starts hitting the gym, right? John starts hitting the gym. He starts meeting people that are positive. What happens is John's mind switches from negative to positive like that, night and day. And now what happens when John is at a positive frequency? Why was it Bond's in a positive frequency? He's happy. And he makes progress. Or I'll put progression to be better. Happy and progression. He's making happy, he's making progression. Think about the difference in moods. The higher you are in the energy scale, the more you feel and the more you want to conquer and the more you are. And another thing, confidence. John is confident. So, John's different from negativity to positivity. Here, I'll do this too. I'll put John's negative frequency right here. This is old John. Let's go back to old John here. Okay, negative frequency John. The mood he's going to feel is sad and angry. So you have sad and angry right here. That's sad John. And then you have positive John. Who conquers more in life? The answer should be positive John. Now, in order to make positive John conquer the things he wants, he takes action. Action. And take that action, it looks like overnight success. When people look at your life, they when they see the results, they think it's overnight success, but they don't understand how much time you spend in the back end of it to get that success. So, if it was sad John, what would sad John do? He wanted to be positive. He wanted to be active. He wanted to try to make progress. You know what he does? Cry about his problems. Just look at the difference in sad John versus happy John. Sad John, sad and angry. Positive John, happy and progression. Who makes more money at the end of the day? Happy John. The reason why happy John makes more money, because his paradigm is the reality he wants. This is why paradigms is the most important thing you can know in your life. If you know this, you can change yourself. Study that paradigm. Study it over and over again. If you study paradigms, you can change the reality you want. You can live how you want. You can go on a cruise when you want. You can take that private jet you want. You can drive that Bugatti you want. You can drive a Ferrari. So on and so forth. You can have the things you want. So, let's go back here. You have sad John. What does sad John do? Cry in his bed. Crying for the things he doesn't have. Happy John makes progression, is happy, takes action, and it looks like overnight success. That's why he's everything he wants. Because he changed his paradigm from sad to happy. And the only way to change your paradigm is by taking action. If you take action, you get overnight success. So, simple as this. We'll call it the end of the day here, but for this video, simple as that. I'm trying to help you guys change your paradigm to a positive paradigm, to think on a higher scale, to have the things you want. Telling you, do your research about paradigms. And one person I can tell you is Bob Proctor. Best person I can teach you it. But, good mentor of mine. Good mentor. But, bless him. He's dead now, but he was a good mentor to me. But, like I said, your deepest things, or you should be doing, is to be in this realm right here. Not in this realm. Cut that realm out. Just think about the positive things in life. One thing you should ask yourself before I wrap up this video. One thing you should ask yourself. Make sure I'll take a screenshot of this. 1, 2, 3. There you go. So, Before we end the video, this is what I want you guys to do. This will help you change overnight. Looks like change overnight. Instead of telling yourself why, ask yourself what. And the difference between why and what is like, why is this happening to me? When I talk to most people, they think I'm speaking a foreign language. Like they never heard of it. It's kind of sad, but it is what it is. But so, what is this trying to teach me? So, the difference between why is this happening to me and the difference between what is this trying to teach me, the difference between these two people, right? He doesn't blame everything on himself. This guy blames everything on himself. You see the difference? If you blame everything on yourself, that's how you change your paradigm, and that's how you become more positive. Because everything that went bad in your life is a lesson. There's a reason for it. God put it on this earth for a reason. God put you on this earth for a reason, right? If you're watching this and you're alive today and you're breathing, God put you on this earth for a reason. Now you better take the opportunity to wonder, if you're in a bad situation, figure out, what is this trying to teach me? What can I learn from this to not make this happen again? Don't ask yourself, why is this happening to me? Figure out, what is this trying to teach me? Learn. Learn. You want to listen. Listen to people that are doing better than you. If you listen to people that are doing better than you, you're going to do better. So, learn, listen, take action. So, you have learn, listen, take action. 3 things you need to go by. Learn, listen, take action. If you learn, you listen. Well, you should listen first, learn at the same time. I'll connect these two. Learn and listen, and then take action. Because you learn from your mistakes. If you learn from your mistakes, you make it happen. So, at the end of that video, that's how you change your paradigm. If you liked the video, make sure to like, follow, and comment anything you like the best about this video. And I'll see you guys later. Love you guys. Stay tuned and be millionaires.